December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Seriously, there's way too many of these fucking lobbies. What's going on, guys? This is Bossrosslp. Welcome back for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the last session, we interviewed a lot of people, learned about a little someone called Leon the Lion. We talked with Acro. We talked with Mo a bit. We learned that he has really good burgers, apparently. We learned that Phoenix doesn't swing in the way of busts, apparently. That was a thing. I don't know, there was a ton of shit in the last session. In this session, however, let's take a look at the court. You know, I did this like immediately after doing the last session. I probably should have went to pee first. Oh well. I'll probably just take a break sometime in between. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mom told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you be putting on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end. It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't yet. She doesn't see the rest of what's going on, or even where this is. Well, Max, it looks like your time to rise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to you. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, Governor. Top of the morning. There's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets a worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh, my. Thank you. So how are you today, right? Well, I got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against a real criminal. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. All I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is. I'm used to it already. It just means I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today, we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. In other words, this is sounding a lot like the battle you had in the first game against the bitch from the Mafia, or wherever the hell she was from. Let's get to it. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then, she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yeah, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Damn, dude. So he confirms my suspicions that Acro really is the murderer. And I think that sort of does nail the coffin, but we'll find out. What's up, bitch? Yo, did I get my scarf? I don't know. We'll find out. The court is now in session of the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revive its previous testimony. Shut the fuck up. Previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly from the scene of the crime. Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. Oh my lord. Why the fuck does Gumshoe even work for this bitch? Oh man. Once again, I feel like she can possibly have a redemption, but I don't know yet. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Here we go, guys.
Name and occupation.
Ken Deal, but everyone calls me Aqua. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is right near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. Well, this is going to be easy. It's not like that ditzy bitch where I have to slow down my audio, or, like, slow down how I'm talking. And it's not like Mo where I have to, like, go really high and, like, guttural. Hey, everybody. No, it's just nice and quiet. Acro. Sort of like going for a John Redcorn, even though it really isn't. It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a loud thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I always saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, then there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it! Before we get to that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with the cross-examination. Let's get to it. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. In other words, I have to use hard facts on this guy. I'm assuming if I press this, I'm just going to get, like, yelled at or something. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It was so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? What the fuck? Seriously? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Haha, sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Oh,
the witness will proceed with his testimony.
That was actually pretty funny. I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Let's get through all this. The room is on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes.
And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside.
I was indeed.
Pressing acro doesn't seem to give results.
Maybe something was contradictory.
What did he just say? He just said, and I quote, "So you were asleep. Therefore, it could have been possible for him to sleep through the thump. However..." Wait, there was some contradictory. Think about it. He would have to go get his wheelchair. What, did he just, like, climb out of his bed and just, like, go... Let's try it. Why not? I have enough health. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Well, I would say the wheelchair would probably be my only contradiction. Let's go with acro. I don't know. Give it a try. This... What in the world is this? Oh, you just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again. Straight toward a guilty verdict. You were bluffing. I will not forgive any more mockeries made in this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. At least I didn't lose any points for that one. I wasn't bluffing. I think that was a good thought. Because if you think about it, around that time I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right... Oh wait, no, he saw from the bed. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. Alright. Hold it. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is actually plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if it were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Alright, let's give this one a try. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see through the silhouette outside the window. It was the person's back, so I could see the white roses on the front. Did you see any other symbol? Did you see any other symbols? I literally saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with this latest bit. And yes, there was. He had his hat on. He left his hat at the crime scene. Why does no one get this? There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? That would be the hat. Your claim to have seen the exact same thing as Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat. Right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max had two silk hats? Nope. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model, made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order. Order. Like always, someone has to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? He has a grudge against Max, Acro is dreaming, Acro is a culprit. Well, that's a bold statement. He doesn't have too much of a grudge against him. I would say Acro is dreaming. It's obvious that what Acro saw, he didn't actually see at all because it was a dream. Objection! So you plan on writing all of this off inconvenient facts as nothing but dreams? Maybe you should just pinch your cheeks and see if you are actually awake. I think you would prove this isn't a dream just fine. Mr. Wright, how about you provide an answer that actually explains things? Yep, I'm just teasing. Well, do I want to challenge him? That would be quite the challenge. Does he have so much of a grudge? He does technically have a grudge against Max. But is it that big of a grudge? And I wouldn't say there is. YOLO! Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips in the circus have served you well. You seem to remember how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. The bird is pecking my face. Mr. Dingley, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help out his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things... See, even a silver of common sense makes it clear that this is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless crewman. Phoenix is a poopy head. Who just said that one? Was that Pearly in the audience? See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support for the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand upon his own power. Under the defense is planning on making this claim to counter this as well. You can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice! What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? I almost say he didn't, because I'm thinking he could have dropped something from the window. Think about this. If he did, then who would it be? Of course he did. What if he had the monkey help him? Whoa. That'd be a crazy thought. But I don't think that would work, no. Think about this one for a second. Would Regina help him murder his father? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Why would Acro want to kill the ringmaster? There really is almost no reason for him to do so. Unless, what if Acro is posing as his brother? Nah, that'd be stupid. If they literally did that the same, you know, that could actually work if they literally pulled the same trick from the last trial on in this one. That would be hilarious. I wouldn't even be surprised anymore. I would just laugh at the fact that they pulled the same trick again. Of course he did, or of course he didn't. Phoenix is pretty sure about this one, so what accomplice could he have had? Honestly, I don't think he had one. He could have wheeled himself to the window and dropped, like, a heavy object on him. That's the only thing I can think of. But that wouldn't explain what Max saw of someone standing over his body and watching him fly up. Because it's either... it's Mo that's not lying. Mo did not lie. He did see someone rise up into the air. So, of course, he had to have an accomplice. So, of course he did. That's the only thing that makes sense. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good. not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off easy. What? You must not have heard that the sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of your falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro do not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice? If it was Mo, all bets are off, because then there's no witnesses to this murder. So it can't be Mo. What if it was the monkey? I'm still saying it might have been the monkey. That would have been hilarious if it was the monkey. Ben? It's possible it could have been Ben. But how could these two work together? Like, what would be their... Wait, what if Mo was so depressed he wanted to become the ringmaster? He was talking about becoming the ringmaster. What if that was an accomplishment? You know what? I'm actually going to try Mo. Mo's the only one that sort of makes... Wait, but Mo's in the audience. I don't want to accuse Mo. I want her to see everything, is what he said. And I can't really call him Ben. Could I? Regina? It couldn't have been Regina. I don't think. Why would she want to kill her own father? Unless Mo really wanted to become the ringmaster, but he's super dead set on being a clown. Until just now, he recently was just saying. But why would it be Ben? Ben would want to frame Galactica, and Acro would want to frame Galactica, but for no other reason than... Would Acro really want to get back at Regina by killing her father, knowing that she probably wouldn't care? No, that makes no sense at all. I don't know. I'm completely stumped. Mo's the only thing that makes sense. Mo's the only thing. Give it a try. You don't say. Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off easy. What? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you falling, getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation. Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you accused was indeed an accomplice? Oh my lord. I'm just building shit upon shit upon shit. Oh no. I don't know. The note, I guess? I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty. Shut the fuck up. Ugh. What are you doing, Nick?